Hey guys, what's up? I am Poppy Padilla and welcome to the studio, especially if it's your first time. If you've seen a few of my videos and you keep coming back for more, you should consider subscribing and hitting the notifications tab. Alright boys, back to business. Today we're going to do the Prestige Cup. I haven't done a full Prestige Cup in a while. I've done the first video. Instead of chopping it up, I think I'm going to do the entire Prestige Cup on this one video to see how that goes. Let's get started. For those of you who just downloaded the game, and you had the silver keys and you pulled the car, go as far as you can possibly go on the Prestige Cup, because look at all of these resources that you can actually get. I do it because of the RP points. If you add it all up, it's about 300,000 RP points, and that's a really good boost for someone that needs to get a minimum, especially with my new crew. Now typically I give you guys fun facts about the car manufacturer, so we'll start that right after this race. You guys may have not known this, but BMW was super popular for their planes. Before they even touched cars or manufactured cars, they actually built airplanes. And they were really popular back in the day because they were actually used in World War I. They were really famous for the high altitude and the speed in their planes. It's a trip, right? I want to say they were also fuel efficient airplanes too. I mean, regardless, they were really good planes, and that's a trip. Now, if you take a look at the logo, some people, so this is up for debate, right? Some people say, well, hold on. So the logo, some people say that it's part Bavarian flag, and I agree with that. Because it has that blue and white tones from the flag, and I believe that I believe that. But I also think some people say that it's a spinning propeller. I think it's a spinning propeller to go back to the roots of them being plane makers. I mean, because if you pay attention to the logo, that's what it is. To me, that's what it looks like. It looks like a spinning, look at that, a spinning propeller, right? And then they use the colors of the Bavarian flag. I think it's both. Some people say, no, it's part of the Bavarian flag and that's it. Some people say it's just the propeller. I think it's both. I think they made a clever way of making it into both. Now, when they first came up with the acronym BMW, it wasn't called BMW. It was actually called BFW. Now, it's in German, but the BFW stood for Bavarian Airplane Manufacturer or something like that. It wasn't until 1917 that they changed it to BMW. The BMW is in German, is Bavarian car manufacturer or something like that. But that didn't change until after a while. Been flapping the gums, man. What are we doing here? Okay. Looks like I'm gonna run out of gas soon. So here's the thing too, man. According to the Treaty of Versailles, so after World War I and everyone's at peace, they basically said that the Germans could not make warplanes anymore. That the airplanes were so good that they restricted it. They made a restriction. They said, no, you cannot make planes anymore. They're too good. They almost took us out. And I was like, wow, man, that is cool. I mean, it's cool that, I mean, if you can make airplanes and cars, can you imagine? Do they still make a BMW plane? I mean, they can't for war, but I wonder if they can make an airplane. But like the rich and famous, maybe the rich and famous owns a BMW plane or something, a private jet. I don't know. Maybe they still do. I haven't looked that far into it, but that's kind of cool, man. And after that, whenever they made the Treaty of Versailles after the war, they said you can't make any planes. You got to make something else, man. And that's when they started making cars. And when they started making cars, they were really, oh man, I'm out of gas. Ooh, 15,000 RP points. Let me buy some gas. So can you imagine, once they started making cars, they're all confident, high altitude, fuel efficiency, we make fast planes, let's start making fast cars. And I think that's how they got into the game. And I'm actually glad that they made cars. I heard this, I don't know because I don't live in Europe. Oh look, see, look at the logo. It looks like a propeller. But I've heard this, but kind of like the Fords and Chevys, how they are here in America. They're domestic and they're pretty plain to us, and you know, pretty much everyone has one, right? I hear that that's the way it is in Europe with BMWs, that everyone has one, they're pretty plain, everyone, it's just a trip, right? How I like them so much. And I forgot what TV show I was watching, but someone fixed up a Camaro and brought it to the UK. Man, they were going wild over it. So it's a trip. You know, the things that we have and we like versus you send it over there and it's so unique to them. And I mean, we have BMWs here, but they're more of a luxury car here than just an everyday plain Jane, you know, Ford or Chevy. So it's a trip, man. It's a trip. Now, BMW made their first electric car in 1972. Look at that propeller. See, it looks like a propeller, right? I keep on going back to that because I think it's a propeller, but a lot of people argue and say, no, it's not a propeller. But back to the electric car. BMW made their first, not the first, but their first electric car in 1972. And this was just something that they wanted to do, right? It's just something that they wanted to do. I don't even think it went out for not production, but I don't even think it went out for purchase. It was just one of those things that they wanted to do. They just wanted to do it. And what happened was they did it, and voila, they never sold it. About 6 or 7 seasons ago, we had the BMW i8 as a prestige car, 21,000. I like it. But the i8 is actually a hybrid, so it's part gas and part electric. So I don't know if they're gonna make a fully electric car, you know, go against Tesla or anything like that. But I like BMW cars, man. What race are we on? I am just flapping the gums. We're at 18. Okay. Now back to the game, fellas. Whenever you guys, if you just downloaded it, like I said, you're gonna need stage 6 parts to finish the Prestige Cup, and sometimes those are hard to get a hold of. Especially if you're new to the game. I mean, some people who've been playing this game for like years and years and years, they rack up all these fusion parts, and it's really easy to do it. And if you're part of a crew, then you can get some, you know, a stage 6 and some of the crew cups that they have. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but don't get discouraged. If you don't finish it, don't worry about it, because when I first started, I couldn't finish the Prestige Cup either. That 0 to 60 is no joke, son. No joke. 1.4? What? In a BMW? What? Come on now. Now, as far as the BMW company, hold on. I actually thought BMW as a company was actually younger than this, but they're over 100 years old. 30,000 RP points. I love that. But yeah, BMW is over 100 years old. I didn't realize that. I thought that they started off right when the war started. They went straight into planes, but they started in 1917. They had their 100-year anniversary 3 years ago, so 103 years old as a company, dude. Can you imagine? That's crazy. And that's good. I mean, anyone who has a successful business that lasts, you know, 100 years, that's good stuff, man. I think the final time for this Prestige Cup is an 8.9 or 8.6 or something like that. We're running 8.3, so we should be okay. We should be okay. But I don't want to jinx it though. It's too late, I already said it though. Yeah. First 2 gears on this shift are pretty quick, man. They're pretty fast. So you gotta get in there. Bye-bye. You gotta put it in gear real quick. Now on the rare crate, the best time to hit the NOS, I guess for my tune, is gonna be in 2nd gear. But you might want to play around with it. Dude, are we almost done? We only got a few more races left, man. Okay, next time they flash it, I want you guys to either leave a comment, let me know. Do you think it's I think it's a propeller. If I was a cartoonist or an artist, something like that, and I'm drawing a plane, I would draw the propeller kind of like that to make it seem like it's in motion. But it makes sense too that it could be part of the Bavarian flag, blue and white. 45,000 RP points, son. That's why we do this. And at the last race, the final race, you get 180,000 RP points. That is no joke, son. I love that. This is the reason why I do it. And we're just creeping up there. We're not having any kind of problems, and I love that. I only have 3 more cubes of gas. Is that enough to make it? It might be enough to just barely make it. Yeah, buddy. Got him. You know, I think that was the Oklahoma, the Tulsa one. I should have did that American road trip for that car, bro. But the thing is, it's so expensive. I mean, to upgrade, there we go. There's another stage 6. I already have like 3 or 4 of them in this car. But I was gonna say, the as far as the American road trip, I love it. I love it. I wish I could play every single one of them. But the thing is, if you don't have the car, it's gonna be like 5 to 6 million per ride to upgrade. If you don't have that kind of money, bruh, then you can't play every single event, and that's the only thing. I wish that there was some sort of a way to kind of balance that, because I want to play every single event. But if you don't have the money, you just don't have the money. Is this the last race? I think this is the last race. Dom's Charger. Oh, what? Okay. That was it, my friends. Yes! Look at this. Look at this number right here. You ready? What? That's the reason why I do it, fellas. That right there. So I officially made my minimum for this season. There you have it, fellas. That was the Prestige Cup with the BMW ACS4. I'm gonna see how well this video does, because I may just do the Prestige Cup with one shot like I just now did it. But then again, I might do 2 parts, because sometimes I may not have a fast enough car to go right through the Prestige Cup. But if there's anything about this video that you like, feel free to smash that like button. And you should consider subscribing, especially if you like the content and you keep coming back for more. I appreciate all the recent subscribers. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.